And have your feet together, your knees bent. And then we're going to go ahead and open up the toes so you're in a little V position. And then bring the heels out to match. So hopefully you're going to be in that perfect alignment there where your foot is centered with your knee and your knee is centered with your socket of your hip. So about a fist and a half distance or so between your feet. You're going to take an inhale breath here and rock your tail going forward so that you arch your lower back away from the floor, bringing your pelvis into an anterior tilt. And then on the exhale, find your deep abdominals to initiate drawing your pelvis back into a posterior tilt. And just rock back and forth like that, inhaling to draw the pelvis into that anterior tilt, feeling your back extensors engage, and then find the abdominals sinking down to the spine to draw the pelvis into that posterior. So your glutes are staying relaxed. You're going to do this all from the back extensors to go anterior, and then the abdominals to go posterior. Now just going to squeeze your butt to tuck your tail under. You can do that one more time, inhaling, rocking the pelvis forward. And then on the exhale, as you rock the pelvis back, go ahead and just continue with that. Peel the spine off of the floor, engaging the abdominals, stretching the back, coming all the way up through your pelvic tilt. Reach long through your thighs so that you feel as if your knees are sending themselves towards the wall in front of you. Open up your collarbone, open your chest. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, and sink your upper back down first, then your middle back, then your low back, and then lastly your sacrum. Inhale, rock the pelvis forward into that anterior tilt. Exhale, find the abdominal engagement to peel the pelvis back, curling up off of the floor, lifting up nice and high. Let's go ahead and lift the heels up now and see if we can get the pelvis up another couple of inches. Posterior tilt a little bit deeper. Then take an inhale, exhale, press the heels actively down into the ground so that you feel the hamstrings engage. Inhale, and then exhale and curl back down the spine. Keeping the backs of the legs nice and engaged. Inhale again, and exhale. Find the abdominals to initiate that curl. Good. Hold here, lift your heels, and then lift the pelvis a little higher. When your heels are lifted, pay attention. Do you feel like you have more weight onto the pinky toe side of the foot? Did your feet supinate? If so, go ahead and place more weight into the ball of the foot. Feel the arches engage. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the heels actively down to the floor like you're squeezing the water out of two tennis balls, wet tennis balls. Then inhale, hold, and exhale, and curl back down. And one more time. Big deep breath in, and exhale, curling up. Inhale, and exhale, lengthen back down. Go ahead and reach your arms to the ceiling. Inhale, turn the palms to face one another, and exhale the arms out to the sides, but don't set them down. Just reach them out really long away from each other, but leave your fingertips hovering about an inch off of the floor, and really feel as if your arms are energetically extending out of your shoulders. So feel that length, that width across your shoulder blades, and that engagement of the arms. Now, as you softly let your arms come down to the floor, keep that sense of reaching so that your arms are staying active. And then engage the shoulder blades into the floor as well. So feel your shoulder blades get nice and heavy. Take an inhale here. Exhale, float your right leg into tabletop. And then float your left leg into tabletop. Squeeze the knees and ankles together. Check to see that your knees are right over your hips. So you're at 90 degrees in the hip joint, 90 degrees at the knee joint. And then draw your knees over to the left, thinking about keeping the knees glued together and keeping that right shoulder blade anchored to the floor. Exhale, using the obliques on the right side, comes back to center. And inhaling over to the left, to the right. Left shoulder blade staying connected to the floor. And exhaling back to center. Listen to your body. Feel as if one side maybe feels a little easier than the other. And exhale. And as you go to that side that maybe feels a little more difficult, a little more challenging, see if you can eke out just a little bit more control, a little deeper stretch, a little more anchored through that shoulder blade. And inhaling over and maybe backing off on the side that feels like it could just keep going. And drawing back to center. Watch that you don't do that mermaid thing with your legs, so keep the legs traveling at the same pace. And exhale. And one more time, so knees and ankles go at the same time. We're not going to fishtail. And exhale back to center. And one more time, keeping that tabletop with those shins. And exhale back to center. Go ahead and take an inhale here. Exhale, reach your arms to the ceiling. Turn your palms to face forward. And we're going to keep the arms lifted. As you exhale, lower your right toes down to the floor and switch. Exhale and exhale and exhale and exhale. And 2 and 1. And come back to center. Interlace your hands behind your head. Take an inhale here. Exhale, float your head and chest up. And now continue with that alternating leg pattern. And exhale, 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 exhale. And left foot comes down. Place the right foot down. Lift a little bit higher with the trunk. Inhale and exhale over down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, float the head and chest up. Inhale, reach around and grab the backs of your legs. Exhale, lift your rib cage up a little higher, but keep your pelvis in that neutral position. Now inhale, reach your arms back. Stay lifted with your trunk. Interlace your hands behind your head and lower back down. Big deep breath in. And exhale, coming up through your chest lift. Inhale, reach around and grasp the back of your legs. Exhale, use your arms to pull your ribs closer to your pelvis, but stay in neutral pelvis. Inhale, slowly reach your arms back. Interlace your hands and lower back down. Let's do 3 more. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, floating up through the head and chest. Get as much height as you can. Then inhale, reach around. Exhale, eke out a little more height, but don't tuck the tail under. Inhale, reach back. And fold the hands and lower back down. And 2 more. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, lift up through that chest lift. Inhale, reach around. Use your arms and pull your ribs closer to your pelvis. Inhale, reach your arms back. Stay lifted, stay lifted. Fold your hands behind your head and lower back down. One more time, and we're going to go into rotation from that hold. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale, lift up. Inhale, reach around. Exhale, pull yourself up a little bit more. Inhale, reach back. Interlace your hands. And exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, come center. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, come center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Roll back to center and last one. And back to center, hold. Grab the backs of the legs again. Lift up a little higher. Hold here. Float your right leg up. Float your left leg up. Extend your legs if you're going to. We're going into hundreds. And ready? And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Now 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. Hang in there. 70. 80. Tap in deep. 90. Hang in there. 100. Hold. Feel the beer come down. Bring your legs up to the ceiling. Grab a hold of them. Lift the trunk up a little higher. Now draw the right leg all the way down to the floor. Draw the left leg all the way down to meet it. Turn the palms to face one another. And we roll up. And find the top of your roll up. Inhale. Exhale, curl down. And reach back. That kind of hurts a little bit, doesn't it? Inhale, lift up. And exhale, curl up. And inhale. And exhale, curl back down, drawing in. And reach back. And inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. So our position at the top is here. Shoulders are over the hips, abs are drawing back. Inhale, exhale, curl back down. Good. Watch your feet. And inhale, arms come up to that chest lift position, then exhale the rest of the way. And now from here, this is a lifted C-curve position. Draw your shoulders down. And then exhale and curl the rest of the way. Good, so it's not so far forward. And one more. Reach back. And inhale, come up through that chest lift. And exhale, roll up. Inhale, pause. And exhale, roll back down with control. Good. Reach back, find that stretch. And let's just reach the right arm and the right leg a little further away from each other so that we really maximize the stretch on the right side. And then switch. And let's go ahead and draw the right knee into the chest. Hug it in. Bring that, hold that right ankle with your left hand and gently press your right knee away so that you get that external rotation and that stretch through the piriformis and glutes. And then come back to center and hug it in again. Grab a hold of the back of that thigh, flex your foot, and like you're making an imprint on the ceiling, stretch that heel up. And inhale and bend, and exhale and straighten. Work to have really good dorsiflexion, so really get that ankle into that flexion position. And hold there. Take an inhale. Exhale, float your head and chest up. Walk your hands a little further up your leg, not too much. And you're going to take your leg with you. Your head will be the last thing to come down. So you're going to take the weight of your body and allow the weight of your body to pull your leg into a slightly deeper stretch. Take an inhale breath here. And then exhale, float your head and chest up again. Nod your chin towards your chest and curl up. Slide your hands up a teeny tiny bit higher. Maintain that dorsiflexion. Keep your left ankle in plantar flexion. Your head is the last thing to come down. So keep your chin tucked, but let the weight of your body pull that hamstring into what should feel like a little deeper stretch. Hold there. Now release that leg, but leave it up in the air and go into your dorsiflexion really maximally and then come through plantar flexion. Watch your toes, watch your ankle to see that it's tracking nicely and that it's not rolling out or rolling in as you go through that dorsi to plantar flexion. And 2 more. And 1 more. Good, and then go ahead and hold that dorsiflexion. And we're gonna go into our leg circles. And inhaling around for a circle. And exhaling around for a circle. Inhale for 1. And exhale for 1. Inhale for 1. And exhale for 1. Good, reaching through that heel of the right foot and the toes of the left foot. Good, and last one, and now reverse your circles. Keep your pelvis as nice and steady and stable. Only make your circle as big as you can keep a steady pelvis. Inhaling and exhaling, and 1 more with each breath. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and draw that leg back. Don't hold on to it. Just really use the hip flexor, use the psoas, use the abdominals to draw the leg back as if you were pulling it into a hamstring stretch, and then bend the knee and glide that leg out. Draw the left leg in. Hug that knee into you. And grab a hold of that left ankle with the right foot and gently take that leg into external rotation. Try and keep that shin parallel to the floor and not let the foot drop, but keep it lifted. And then gently pull that leg back in again. And while holding onto the back of the leg, take an inhale breath and exhale and extend. Use that quadricep to extend the knee joint. Remember that pulley, really think about that, and keep your knee isolated in space. So try to keep the leg at the same exact spot as you're straightening it, so you're not letting it sneak away from you. And 1 more, and hold the last one. Hold it there. Really dorsiflex that ankle. Take an inhale here, and exhale, fold chin to chest. Curling up. Glide your hands up the leg a little further. Take an inhale. Exhale, keep chin tucked in, and take that leg back. And inhale. And exhale, folding up. Pay attention to the left leg, or the right leg as well. Watch to see that that leg is not sneaking off to the side. Inhale here, and exhale, keep your knee as straight as you can. Keep your ankle as flexed as you can. And release down. And 1 more time, big deep breath in. And exhale, curling up. And drop a little bit further if you can. If that was already enough, just stay there. And take the leg back with you. And release that leg. Actually, didn't do the foot ones first here? Yeah, so hold on to the leg and go into your flexion, dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. And try and really track that ankle. Pay attention to what it wants to do. My left one is almost retarded. Inhale for a circle and exhale for a circle. Inhale for a circle and exhale for a circle. Inhaling around and exhaling around. It's very dynamic sweeping action as long as you can keep that pelvis still. And one more, sorry, I need to do an extra, and reverse. Inhaling around and exhaling around. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more. And hold, hold, hold. Draw that leg back towards your nose. Try to think about your toes touching your nose. Engage, engage, engage. And release. Hold it in. Oh. Take your legs out wide on the floor next to your mat. And then just let your right leg drop into internal rotation. And then switch.
My Pilates instructor used to call this the awkward teenager.
Really? And just kind of rock from side to side like that a few times. Just working that internal rotation. And release. Come back to center. Fold your knees into your chest. Lift your head up and we're going to rock back and roll up into a ball. Let's go ahead and do rolling like a ball. So we're going to inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll forward and balance. And inhale and exhale. Good. Balancing each time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Stay as compact as you can. And inhale. Exhale. One more. And pause here. Go ahead and take the legs and bring them into tabletop. Grab a hold of the backs of the legs and just glide yourself down. Staying here, hands to tops of the knees. We're going to go right into double leg stretch. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, come back in. Don't let your chest drop as your arms go back. So you're staying in that lifted chest lift position. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Let's stay here for a second. Lower your head. Let's go ahead and do a set of these with the way that I was telling Brianna to try to get her client to connect to. So instead of taking the hands to the tops of the knees, we're going to take the hands to the tops of the quads. And instead of the emphasis being on the reach, we're going to be emphasizing the pressing in, okay? So take an inhale, exhale, lift back up. Now, placing your hands, let's have your hands on tops of the knees with the fingers facing up. Push your knees into your hands and feel your abs engage deeper. Now, as your legs reach out, go ahead and reach, and then come in and press. And inhale, reach, and exhale, press. And inhale, reach, and exhale, press. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, press, stay there. Left leg goes out. And press that right knee into your hands and switch. Exhale, 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 exhale. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Catch the right leg in your hands, left leg comes down to the floor. And hamstring pull 1. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale. Exhale, exhale. Good. Hands behind the head, continue for hamstring pull 2. Hamstring pull 3. Adding your rotation. left foot on the floor and your right foot. Hands down by your sides. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, curling up into your pelvic curl. Staying at the top. Let's go ahead and interlace our hands behind our back and just get a little bit more openness through the chest by kind of wedging your shoulder blades under you a little bit, and then reach your fingertips towards your heels. Tuck your tail under, because that might have caused you to lift a little higher and get into your lower back. So tuck your tail under, even if it means you drop down a little bit. And then float your right leg up. Extend it to the ceiling. Flex the foot. Draw the foot back. Get that hamstring stretch, and then reach. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come back to the top. Hold the foot flexed. And now try to reach the leg out to the side and come back. And reach out and come back. Reach out and come back. Two more. And one more. And point, bend, set the foot down. Take an inhale, exhale, transition to the other foot. Take the leg up, flex. Draw it back. And exhale, reach. Inhale, pull. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold the leg up. Flex the foot. And draw it out to the side. And back. And out. And in. 2 more. And last one. Back to center. Point. Bend. Set the foot down. Take an inhale. And exhale. And slowly curl down. Bring your legs in the tabletop. Find that 45 degrees. Inhale to 90. Exhale to roll over. Flex, open, and if you can, touch the floor. Take an inhale here, exhale, roll down with control. Point, and just draw the legs back to 45, making an arc. So don't go too wide with the legs. Inhale, exhale, roll over. Flex, open, and touch. And then roll back down, keeping your dorsiflexion. Good. And then just from that position, circle back together, yeah? And inhale to 90. Exhale to roll over. Flex, open, and stretch. Good. And inhale and exhale, roll down. And point and circle back together. And inhale, one more. Exhale, roll over. Thighs are parallel to the floor at that point. Then you flex, then you open, just shoulder distance apart, and then touch the floor. Good. Now keep your legs close to your body as you roll down. Good. Now, go ahead and stay here. We're going to go into our jackknife. So, inhale to 90. Exhale to roll over. You're going to tip the floor and lift up. And try and leave the legs vertical as you roll back down. Just 3 of these. And inhale to 90. Exhale to roll over. Inhale to tip and lift. And roll back down. And one more. And inhale. Exhale, roll over. Then tip and lift. Keep your hip extensors and back extensors, or hip extensors working as you release your back extensors down. So the hamstrings and glutes stay engaged so the spine melts out from underneath. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees into your chest. And extend your legs out. We're going to do a roll up to sit up. So bring your arms overhead. And inhale, lift up through your chest lift. Exhale, curl up the rest of the way. Open your legs out. And we'll go into our saw. So sitting up nice and tall. And rotating to the right first. Just that way. Okay, let's go to the left first. And inhale, rotate. Exhale, extend over. Inhale, come up. And bring the arms and then come center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, dive over. Inhale, come up. Return your arms, then come center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Flat back going over. Look at your knee. Your other hand should be down and pressing back. So it's not going to reach up, it's going to reach back. Yes, good. And then come up, return the arms, then come center. Better. And inhale, rotate. Exhale, dive. Look down at your knee. Inhale, come up, return your arms, and come center. Good. Bring your feet together. And turn your palms up to face the ceiling. Rotating to the left first. And exhale, exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Watch that the feet don't stagger. Dorsiflexed ankles, active legs, tall spine like a barbershop pole, spiraling upward. 2 more. Last one. Good, and come back down. Bring your hands behind you. Bring your legs in and extend them up. We're going into our hip circles prep, okay? So we're gonna go to the right with the legs. Inhale, exhale, down and around and back up. Staying to the right, inhale. Exhale, down and around and back up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, now reverse. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Like you're drawing a big emoji smiley face. Because this exercise makes you happy. Oh, yes. And back, bend the knees, open the legs, and sit forward and stretch. From there, catch your ankles in your hands. Brianna's is like, damn. And extend your legs. Going into your open leg rocker. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll forward. Find your extension, find that balance, that straight spine. And inhale, roll back. Exhale, hold on to those ankles. So if you let go right here, it makes it a whole lot easier. As you're going through that phase where it's like really challenging, that's where I want you to hold on tighter to the ankles. And inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up, hold, lift. And 2 more. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up. Lift the spine. 1 more. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up, hold, lift. Beautiful. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. I never said let go. Reach the arms up. Bring the legs up. Reach. There's your T's gaze, look down at your toes, make sure you can see them. Your legs are just a teeny tiny few degrees in front of you. And let's go ahead and lengthen out of that top hip and floating the legs up and down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. This is a great place to pay attention to your ankle alignment. This will, oftentimes you'll see some postural deviations here where the soles of the feet will want to come together and supinate. So really think about those medial malleoli, those ankle bones, staying magnetized towards one another. So when you lift, Laura, your bottom ankle is doing that. So just keep an eye gaze on them. Yeah? You feel much harder? You have to, something has to tap in, right?
Yeah.
Good. And hold, hold, hold. Good. Same thing with you, Liz. You're just a little bit supinating, so try and get that more, less of that. Yeah, hold, hold. Everybody, stay here for a second. Lift up with your body, use your body hand. Look down at your ankles and square them off. And then lift your legs a little higher and square off the ankles. It's usually the bottom one that really wants to do weird things. And feel what has to work. Come back down, you're all wincing. Come down. Now turn out your bottom foot. Plant your toes and turn out your top leg. You're going to be in plantar flexion on the top leg. You're going to come up, tap the floor in front, come up and tap the floor behind. So we're going into changes, which we're going to learn on the Cadillac later. Lift and tap. Now, when I say tap, I'm not saying do this, Miss Liz. You're going to lead with your heels. So you're going to stay in external rotation. And all these little deep external rotators are going to light up. You feel them? Uh-huh. And come back to center. Stay in your external rotation. And scissors. There's going to be a little adaptation where your body is going to shift a little on the mat, forward and back, to accommodate your legs. When your bottom leg goes back, your top leg obviously can go very far forward, but we want to keep it equidistant. So only go as far forward as your other leg can go back and vice versa, yeah? And last one, and come down. And you're going to need to support yourself with your hand on this next one. We're going to go into our rond and jambe. So you can keep your foot like this if that's comfortable, or you can let it relax. But you're going to stay in external rotation. You're going to come forward with the leg and circle around. Try and stay in external rotation, but it's going to go a little internal, and that's fine. And circle around. Big adaptation happening here to accommodate that leg going back. That's normal. Falling all over the place here. And circle around. And circle around. And one more. Circle around. Good. Now reverse. Take it back and come around. Use those hip rotators. And two more. And last one. It's really hard to balance doing on the mat. And come back. Go ahead and slide that hand under you. Draw your top foot forward and your bottom foot behind. So, good. We're going to go into our side lift. So, get that shoulder nice and set. And lift up, inhale. Exhale, arc over, look at your bottom hand. Inhale, come up, and exhale, down. And inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. 3 more. And inhale, up. Exhale, lift. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, Set your pelvis so that you don't have, arrange your clothing if it's falling off. So set your pelvis so that your hip bones are facing directly forward. And then take your hands behind your head. You're going to inhale, go over into a side bend, and exhale, lift back. And inhale, go over. Exhale, lift back. Inhale, reach over, lengthen, and exhale. 3 more. Last 2. 1 more. Good. Come back to center. Reach the arms out. You're going to try and balance on the standing leg and slowly take yourself over with control. Nice. Take that other hand behind the head again and lower the top leg or the free leg and lift it. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 2 more. And last one. And hold, hold, hold. Lift it a little higher. And bring the arm up. And tip out of it. And change to the other side. So laying down on the other side. Find that length. Engage the waistline, create more length through the waistline on both sides. And look down at your feet. Your ankles are in a relaxed position. They're neither dorsiflex nor plantar flex. They're just in a relaxed position. And go ahead and lift up and down. And lift and lower. Feel free to lift your head at any point. Just take a little look at your feet and check out the alignment of the ankles. Is one overlapping the other? Are the soles of the feet kind of coming more towards one another? Are the big toes close together but the heels aren't? Are you turned out? Are you internally rotated? Hold. Now stay there. Everybody do kind of lift up. Look at your legs. See if you can get those inner ankle bones closer together, more magnetized. The feet more reaching. Hold, hold, hold. Feel how you got all these little inner thigh muscles on the bottom leg, probably more working than before, yeah? Yeah. Lift a little higher and lower it down. And externally rotate and into your changes. So we go up and forward, up and back, up and forward, up and back. Lead with the heel. We're going to be striking the heel to the ground, not the toes. And one more time forward, and one more time back. And scissors. Exhale, 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 exhale. You should feel when your legs pass each other that your pant legs kind of brush one another. That way you know you're not dropping your bottom leg or lifting your top leg too high. And good. And then rest the bottom leg down and into your circles. And go forward and big circle around. And forward and around. You should try to get that leg to go back to where I actually do want to see you kind of fight for your balance a little bit. And I know you're working it. And one more. I could stop here and it wouldn't be challenging at all. Trying to get the leg behind me. Now reverse. And circle. And circle. Feel how when the leg goes back, you have to engage the abdominals deeper to keep the lower back muscles from over-engaging. And last one. And come back to center. Slide that bottom hand under. Stagger your feet. And side lifts. Here we go. Inhale to lift. Exhale to arc the body. Inhale back. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. And inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale. And exhale. Two more and we'll hold the last one up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Watch that shoulder on the underside, Laura. Got a little lost there for a second. And inhale up. And exhale over. And now hold here. Slide that bottom leg under you. Lift yourself up. Reach through that leg. Square off those hips. Make sure there's no rotation in the pelvis. And side over. So we go inhale over. And exhale up. Lengthen out of your waist. And up. Inhale, reach over. And up. And inhale, over. And up. Two more. Last one. And up. Take the arms out. Find that balance where you're going to lift this leg. You're going to weight off of it. You're going to use your core to tip you over. Foot is cramping like crazy. And other hand to the side of the head. Just make sure that this hip, you're not like this. So really be reaching through that leg so you have good, engagement of this underside of the hip, and then also the pelvis is not rotating down. Kind of draw the hip really under you. And lift the outside leg up and down. Lift and lower. Lift. Good. Open up your hips forward a little bit more. Yes. And one more. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lift, 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 lift. And tip yourself out of it. Onto your knees. Come on to all fours. Let's go into a few cat stretches. So find your neutral. Inhale, and then exhale. Curl just the lumbar spine, or emphasize the lumbar spine. Pass through neutral, and inhale, emphasize that thoracic extension. And pass through neutral, and lumbar flexion, and neutral, and thoracic extension, and neutral. Exhale, lumbar flexion, and neutral, and thoracic extension, and neutral. And sit back over your heels for a sec. Stretch your arms out. Draw your armpits down towards the floor. Give your shoulders a stretch. And then slowly go ahead and come onto your bellies. And take your arms alongside of your hips. Forehead is going to be hovering above the mat. Arms are reaching long towards your toes. And inhale to lift the chest. Reach the arms. And exhale to lower. And inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. And inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. And inhale, hold here. Look over your right shoulder and reach reach a little more with that right hand. And come back to center. And look over the left shoulder. And reach. And center. And again to the right. And reach. And center. And to the left. And reach. And center. And just rest your forehead down in the back of your hands. Shake your hips out a little bit. And then glide your elbows underneath you. Like you're pulling the floor with your elbows and drawing your chest forward and through your shoulders. Keeping your collarbone open and expansive, like you're wearing some beautiful necklace that you want to keep showing off. Don't let yourself kind of sink in your chest. And we're going to just have the legs float up, so we're going to try to get the thighs to lift off the floor if possible. If you feel that in your lower back though, just come down a little lower and ease off of that. And we're going to go ahead and go inhale, 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 exhale, 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 exhale. Last one. Reach out, extend, come down, interlace the hands behind the head, or behind the back, and turn your head to face me, and let's go. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3 pulses. Inhale to lift, and turn the head the other way. 2, 3, and inhale, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, and inhale, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, and inhale, and one more time to each side, and inhale, and one more. Really stretch those arms back.
There you go.
And come down, press your hands under you, push back, sit back into child pose for a moment. Come back onto all fours. And then find your front support. So remember, when we're doing our front support, we're already set up when we're in quadruped. So here in quadruped, my torso is already exactly a femur's distance from the floor. So when I go to glide that knee under me, that shouldn't change. I should stay that exact same distance. So my knee should just brush the floor. It shouldn't be way off the floor or way down crashing into the floor, yeah? So let's just take that and just do a few of those. Just stay in quadruped and just glide that knee in and glide it back. Glide that knee under and glide it back. So the knee is going to stop right where if you were to set it back down, yeah? Now do the left side. Glide the knee back and glide it under. Glide the knee back and glide it under. Good. One more time. Nice. Now go ahead and glide the right leg back, tuck the toes, and then glide the left leg back. Stay in this front support and glide just the right knee under and back. 1, 5 times. And 2. It should be that same distance away from the floor. 3. Beautiful. 4. And 5. Other side. Left side. Glide under and back. Glide under. Perfect stability the whole time. Good. 2 more. And last one. And go ahead and set the right knee down. Set the left knee down. And just take one rounded spine stretch. Tuck your toes. Lift your heels. Or lift your, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Walk your heel hands back. And you're going to roll up. We're going to do 3 sets of push-ups. So standing at the backs of our mats. So we're going to curl down the spine. And then walk out. 1, 2, boom, we're there. yeah? And either on the knees or staying on the toes. 3 tricep push-ups. So the elbows glide by the ribs, the shoulder blades stay far apart. And 1 more. Tuck the toes. Press the heels down. And again, 3 hands placements. 1, 2, boom. You should be there. Curl up. Again, inhale, exhale, curl forward. Walk out. 1, 2, 3. You're in plank. And 3 push-ups. Scapula stay wide on the rib cage. Shoulders don't round forward. And 1 more. And tuck the toes. Press the hips back. Find your abdominals. And 1, 2, 3. And roll up. Head to the very last thing. 1 more time. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Curl forward. On your 3rd push-up, you're going to just come down on your belly. And 1, and 2, and 3. Stay there, and lower all the way down. Place your hands on the floor in front of you, and just do a little mini cobra lift, and lower down. Go ahead and send your arms out in front of you. Neck is nice and long, forehead is either hovering above the mat or resting on the mat. You're going to lift your right arm and your left leg and release. And your left arm and your right leg and release. Go ahead and lift your head and chest as well. And come down. Pressing into the opposite hand and leg is okay. And down. And 1 more time on each side. And down. And down. Now lift everything up. Hover above the ground. And now right arm and left leg, left arm and right leg. And continue. And fluttering. Pick up your pace. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. It's the same breath as 100. Find my tempo here. Da, 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 da. And release. Sit back over your heels. And breathe. Go ahead and sit down on your left hip. Bring your legs around in front of you. We are going to finish with our teasers into our heel puppies. So we're going to do 3 of each of the teasers. So we're going to start with teaser prep. Okay? And go right into teaser 1, teaser 2, teaser 3. Only hip flexors. All right. Hands alongside of the shins. Or the, whatever these are, calves. Inhale and exhale. Curl down away from your legs. Reach back. And inhale, coming up. Leave your legs right where they are. And find your lift at the top. And exhale, curl down. Reach back. And inhale, coming up, coming up, coming up. Inhaling, inhaling. And exhale down. And lifting up. Inhaling. And lift the spine. Extend the legs. Reach the arms up. And exhale, roll down. And inhale, lift up, reach up. And exhale, roll down. And reach. And inhale up. And lift. And 1 more of these. And lift. And hold. Draw your arms down, legs up. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. And everything goes down. Teaser 3. And everything comes up. And up. And exhale, everything goes down. And everything falls apart. And lift. And it does not. This is your last one. And lift. And hold. And lower the legs. And clap. 1, 2, 3, and back. And 1, 2, 3, and up. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. And 1, 2, 3, and up. Last 2. And 1, 2, 3. And last 1. 3. And 1, 2, 3. And up. Take your butterfly position. Open up that chest. Look up. Draw those shoulders down. Go ahead and take a round position. Bring the forehead down towards the toes. And slowly curl back up. And twisting to one side, using that opposite knee. And twisting to the other side. Holding whatever leg is furthest from me, towards me. Pushing it back. And then rolling into that hip. It's a listening test. You should end up in a pigeon pose. Breathe. And draw that knee in. And open. And close. And press. And roll into the other side. One more time on each side. So go ahead and close and open and close and rotate again. This time, try and take that lower leg a little further away and a little bit more perpendicular to you. And then if it's available to you, bend the back knee and go ahead and go into that quad stretch. Earned it after those teasers. And come down, and close, and open one last time. Other side. Find that piriformis stretch by taking that leg a little further away. Squaring off your hips. And then if you can, go ahead and draw that back leg in. Finish with one more butterfly facing me. Ah, should have facing me. Good job, you guys. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Torture, but good.
Good torture, yeah, good torture. All right, so let's if you have some questions about anything, you can go ahead and we can come back at 3:30. Yeah? Any questions?
Yes. I needed to be able to put my shoulders back on the planks and engage my core more because I think I'm creating rooted or cuff problems, being rounded shoulders in those planks. Felt like all the energy is just going straight into here instead of recruiting anything else.
Mm-hmm.
How can I get a hold of my shoulders so that I can recruit my hips?
So making sure that you're pushing the floor away from you. So this feeling, and I'm just going to stay water head for a second. But instead of feeling like heavy and kind of like resting all my weight in my joints, pushing away out of the, pushing the floor away, and also kind of pulling the floor apart so that you really engage all of those muscles that support the shoulders, and then obviously pulling up, the abdominals. You're a little bit anterior with your pelvis, so I would lift your tail a little and access your abdominals a little bit more. Yeah, there, that looks better. So instead of letting your weight kind of be really heavy, and in your push-ups, I know I talked about this last time, but I still saw a little bit, not as much. It was still a lot better, but blades kind of wing together when you are bending instead of staying wide on the straight. So practice, like just seeing if you can do it, you know, even on a wall or, you know, and get somebody to watch you, like when you're doing your push-ups, like go back into that for me, Liz. So push the floor away and protract the scapula, and then keep the scapula protracted. So no, the other way. This, we have more serratus there. So here, now bend your elbows, but don't let this go. You see how she loses it, right? So she just needs to create a little bit more awareness, which might mean kind of backing off on doing a full push-up and just doing simple things kind of against the wall where she's just learning how to stay wide with the shoulder blades and not that. And you know, some of that just comes from neuromuscular training, like, you know, if you've done a lot of like yoga chaturangas and stuff, then